Good morning to you guys. Well, the FBI is recruiting 900 agents in the coming year. And so they've done this really great thing. They've developed this app, the FBI Physical Fitness app. And as you know, all agents who are being recruited, all folks who are being recruited for the FBI, they all have to go through a pretty tough physical fitness test in order to become an agent. So I want to bring in Special Agent Stacey Arruda. She is the fitness coordinator for the FBI's Tampa division. And so this is a tough thing that folks have to go through if they want to become an agent.
Yes, it is. Good morning. The test entails 4 events: max sit-ups in a minute, 300-meter sprint, max push-ups, and 1.5 mile run. But the key thing that makes it difficult is that the 5-minute break in between each event. Each event is not difficult on its face, but when you only have 5 minutes rest, it's what makes it very difficult. And there's a science behind the test. It's to see, can you push your body weight? Can you run 300 meters and then push your body weight? It's designed to tax you anaerobically to see what your fitness level is.
And so this app is a sort of an outreach to reach out to people who may be interested or thinking about it. And it goes through each of the exercises that are done.
Right, so the app you can take the test on the app and it will give you the exact time frames. It will also give you the points that you scored in doing each event. And you can practice over and over again and see, are you physically fit? Are you fit enough to be an FBI agent? But just because you pass the test on the app doesn't mean you're going to pass the test actually on the track, because our protocol is a little different than everybody else's protocol. But it gives you an idea of what you need to do to get in shape.
Okay, so one of the exercises that has to be done is sit-ups.
Yes,
and so we wanted to do just a quick show people the correct way to do sit-ups as far as the FBI goes, and I'm also going to do it, and you're going to yell at me and tell me that I'm doing it wrong.
Well, first off, what we'll do is we'll go over the protocol.
Okay.
So you start on the ground.
All right.
Laying back with your fingers interlaced behind your head.
Okay.
So you'll start on the ground with your shoulder blades touching the ground.
All right.
Then you'll come all the way up until your spine is perpendicular. Yep, just like that. All the way down, all the way up. And you'll do as many as you can in 1 minute. It's a continuous motion exercise. So if you would like to stop for a second, and then we can start, and then we'll count how many you can do.
Okay, so I'm being told we have about just a few more seconds
here.
Okay,
so if you want to continue, they'll do it with you.
Okay, so let's see who can do more in a few seconds.
All the way up, all the way down. Shoulder blades have to touch the ground. Good job, everybody. All the way up. There you go. You got to break 90.
All right, so I did 10 in about, what, 10 seconds?
About 10 seconds,
yes. Yeah. So is that okay-ish?
Yes, it is. Yes. If
all
you
right.
could maintain that pace, you'd be good to go.
Okay. All right, we were going to catch up more with Special Agent Arruda coming up in the 8:30-ish hour. So we'll talk more about it and more about recruitment here in Tampa.
This is going to be good. This is going to be good,
guys.
Marissa. You're good. I have to say, the entire newsroom is very impressed. Very impressed. All right, we'll see you next hour. Yes.
Have you been put to the test here yet?
A little bit, not too much. I haven't done the full thing yet, and that's what we really want to tell people is that, yes, there is an app for that. It tells you what you have to do for the physical fitness test. It's the sit-ups, the 300-meter sprint, the push-ups, the 1.5 mile run. It's all something you have to do, but just because you can do it doesn't mean you become a special agent automatically. I want to bring in Special Agent Stacey Arruda. She's the fitness coordinator. And so kind of like what I just said, just because you can do all of these things doesn't mean you automatically get into the FBI.
No, this is actually, it's a step. It's a step in the application process, but to move forward, you need to pass the test. And to pass the test, you need to stick to our protocol. So there's videos on there that an applicant needs to watch to understand what our protocol is, because our push-ups are different than the military. Our sit-ups are a little bit different, not this, it's this.
Right.
So it's definitely a tool to help an applicant come in, but just because you can get 12 points on the app doesn't mean you're going to get 12 points on the track.
And so speaking of points, we want to explain to folks at home that there are 4 different exercises that you have to do for the physical fitness test, and the points are scaled, but you have to get 12 total to be able to pass the test.
Right, so based upon how many repetitions you do in each exercise, that's how your points will come in. You have to get 1 point in each event to pass with a total of 12 points. So you may get 20-something points in the first 3 events, and if you 0 in the run, you don't pass.
Okay, so we did sit-ups in the last half hour, so now we're all going to do push-ups. I know everybody's super pumped to do push-ups. So push-ups, though, you have to do as many as you can before you just give out.
Right. So push-ups is a continuous motion exercise, and like
All
I
right,
said,
so we're gonna get down to this?
Yes,
All right.
absolutely. It's our protocol is a little different than everybody else's.
So you're gonna show me how to do it.
So you're going
Let
to
me get
start
middle
in
here.
a front-leaning rest position with your feet no more than 3 inches apart,
No more than 3 inches apart.
and you're going to come down all the way down till your arms break 90 with your elbows out, and then go all the way back up and lock out. There you go. Good job.
This is good form?
That's good form.
Really?
Yep, all the way down though. You might want to turn your head to the side. There you go.
Oh no. That wasn't it. So, okay, so for you ladies, how many can you do before you give out?
About 35 for me.
35.
Yeah, I can do about 35.
Okay, what about you guys?
About 50.
50? All right. So, push-ups, is that can everybody get really good at push-ups, or is that just something that you have to have within yourself?
You have to build the upper body strength to be able to do push-ups. What we see is that folks that come out that can really kill it in the run and the sprint don't have the upper body strength and they're not able to do push-ups. So you need to train for each event. Just because you're good in one event doesn't mean you're going to pass the test.
Because you have to get at least that 1 point in each of the
Right. So this
separate.
is like a test that we've given you the answers to. We've also
Exactly.
given you study guides. So you have to go through the whole process to be able to pass the test.
And the other thing I do want to mention before we get out of here is that you have to do all of these exercises one right after the other. You do have a 5-minute break in between
Right.
them in the real test.
Yes.
So it may look easy by the looks of it, but all of these guys have been telling me, no, it's not as easy as it looks.
No, because 300 meters is a long way to sprint.
Yeah.
And
That's
a lot of people don't train for sprints, so they don't know. They get out here and they're like, oh, wait a minute. So,
Yeah.
You definitely have to train for each one of the events.
All right. Thank you, Special Agent Aruda. Thank you so much for joining us, and thank you guys for all working out with me and showing me what you got. And so there's an app for that. If you want to try to see if you could fit in, maybe this is part of their recruitment tool. They have 900 special agents that they want to recruit within the next calendar year. So this is their outreach. This is what they want to show people that they can, if you can do this, you might be considered, but there's still a lengthy process that includes background checks and all of that in order to work for the FBI, guys.
Well, background checks would count me out. Let's just start there, Marissa. All right, we'll see you
exactly.
later. Take care.